Our goal in this video is to fetch content from a Prismic repository for an About page in a Next.js project. We'll assume you have created a repeatable custom type with a UID field for this. Our example repository has a page document with a UID field of About and some content, such as an image slice. This represents our website's About page. To query live content from a Next.js project, you should have installed at least the Prismic Client and Prismic React kits. The client is used to query content from the Prismic API, and the Prismic React kit is used to parse and present the content. Then, in your project, create a new file in the base of the pages directory. Give this one the name about.js. Next.js's routing system will use this as a URL for the page. In this example, the data is fetched in the web app once at build time using Next.js's getStaticProps function. This method uses static site generation to load pages super fast. Now, we need to initialize an instance of the Prismic Client. We usually recommend doing this in the prismicio.js setup file, so that it can be declared once and used globally, but for simplicity, we'll declare it here. To do this, import the client package and the contents of the sm.json file. Then, inside the getStaticProps function, create a variable called client and call the createClient function from the client package. This function accepts the Prismic repository API endpoint, which we get from the sm.json file. Now, for the meaty part, using a query helper function to get all the data for our About page. Create a page variable, and then with the Prismic Client, we can use the getByUID function. For that, we need to declare the custom type. We're using the custom type called page here, but it could also be something else, like blog post or article, depending on your Prismic repository setup. Next, declare the UID. This value needs to match the UID value of the document created in Prismic, so for this example, it's About. The client also comes with other helper functions for similar use cases. Now, we can return the page data as props to make it available to the page component. Simple as that. Now we've got our data, we need to present it on the page. If you haven't already, create a component for the page that accepts a page prop. We're looking to add our slices to this document, so we'll need to import them from the slices folder, or whatever you've chosen to name your slice library folder. Then, to render them, we'll need to import our SliceZone component from the Prismic React kit. The last bit of coding we need to do is to hook everything together. So pass the slices content to the SliceZone by declaring page.data.slices in the slices attribute, and declaring the components import variable in the components attribute. Now, npm rundev will show your live content at the localhost /about root.